Hello everyone. Before diving into today's topic, we want to take a moment to thank you for your support. Every like, comment, and subscription truly makes a difference and helps this channel grow. If you enjoy our content and don't want to miss our upcoming videos, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all notifications. Terraforming Mars with Asteroids. A bold vision, almost poetic in its vastness, which embodies humanity's ultimate challenge against the limits of nature and technology. Imagine for a moment the Martian sky crossed by colossal space bolides, intentionally diverted by humans to crash onto the planet's red and barren surface. This is neither an attack nor a natural disaster, but rather an engineered process aimed at awakening a dormant world, transforming Mars from a cold and inhospitable desert into the potential cradle of a new civilization. This futuristic vision is rooted in solid scientific reality. The use of controlled impacts of asteroids and comets to modify Mars' climate and atmosphere could represent one of the most effective paths for its terraforming. Today, Mars is a hostile world, with an extremely thin atmosphere composed of 95% carbon dioxide, but with surface pressure too low to allow for liquid water or to protect human life without the support of pressurized habitats. Average temperatures hover around 60 degrees Celsius, but at the poles, they can drop to 140 degrees Celsius. The lack of a global magnetic field exposes the surface to intense cosmic radiation and constant atmospheric stripping by the solar wind. Yet, Mars holds enormous potential. The polar ice caps and Martian subsurface contain vast reserves of frozen water and carbon dioxide in the form of dry ice. If these reserves could be released into the atmosphere, they would significantly increase atmospheric pressure and initiate a greenhouse effect, gradually raising the temperature. This is precisely where the role of asteroids comes into play, celestial bodies that, if precisely directed toward Mars, could act as natural detonators for this warming process. The collision of a large asteroid would unleash an immense amount of kinetic energy, enough to sublimate buried ices and release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. This is not an outlandish idea. The analysis of asteroid impact effects on Earth and other bodies in the solar system offers concrete models of what could happen. A single asteroid with a diameter of 10 kilometers could release energy equivalent to millions of megatons of TNT, causing regional or global warming depending on its velocity and impact angle. But the plan wouldn't stop at a few isolated impacts. The strategy would involve a sequence of calibrated collisions, using not only rocky asteroids but especially comets and Kuiper belt objects rich in water ice and volatile compounds such as ammonia and methane. These are extremely effective greenhouse gases. Ammonia, for example, has a warming potential 25 times greater than CO, making it ideal for amplifying the greenhouse effect on Mars. Diverting comets and asteroids towards the red planet would require the development of highly advanced space engineering technologies. Hypothetical methods include the use of gravitational tractors, enormous spacecraft capable of exploiting their own mass to slowly alter an asteroid's trajectory through mutual gravitational attraction, or nuclear-powered ion thrusters to apply continuous and precise thrust. Another technique involves using thermonuclear explosions on the asteroid's surface to alter its course, utilizing material vaporization to create reactive thrust. Obviously, a project of this magnitude would involve colossal risks. Every impact represents a potential threat to future Martian colonies and to the stability of the ecosystem we aim to create. Errors in orbital calculations, accidental deviations, or impacts that are too violent could generate dust clouds that would darken the surface for years, reversing the desired greenhouse effect and causing an impact winter. However, with adequate planning and a gradual approach, such risks could be mitigated. It is possible to imagine scenarios where impacts are directed into desert areas far from potential settlements, exploiting the raised dust to locally alter the Martian albedo and increase solar heat absorption. Parallel to the impacts, other complementary technologies could be developed to accelerate terraforming. One of the most studied scenarios involves the construction of gigantic orbital mirrors, positioned at Lagrangian points, to reflect sunlight onto the Martian surface and selectively warm the polar caps. Furthermore, the use of orbital stations capable of generating an artificial magnetic field has been hypothesized, protecting the fragile Martian atmosphere from continuous erosion by the solar wind and making the effects of terraforming more lasting. Some theoretical projects also propose the use of bacteria and extremophile microorganisms, genetically modified to survive Martian conditions, capable of producing oxygen and gradually increasing the O concentration in the atmosphere, following a process similar to Earth's Great Oxidation event 2.5 billion years ago. From a temporal perspective, terraforming Mars with asteroids would not be a decades-long endeavor, but one of centuries, if not millennia. Each phase would require careful evaluation of climatic, geological, and atmospheric effects, with waiting periods between impacts to allow the Martian system to stabilize. However, in a scenario where humanity has already developed self-sufficient colonies on the Moon, operational space mines on main belt asteroids, and an orbital industrial infrastructure, the idea of using these celestial bodies as terraforming tools will become not only feasible but economically and strategically advantageous. Extracting valuable materials from asteroids could finance the project, creating an interconnected space economy where the transformation of Mars would represent the first great example of planetary engineering on a solar scale. It should be emphasized that the psychological and cultural impact of such a project would be immense. The act of diverting asteroids to transform an entire planet would raise significant ethical, environmental, and philosophical questions. To what extent is it right to alter an alien world? What would be the implications for a future discovery of indigenous microbial life on Mars? Humanity would face an epical choice: to respect the untouched nature of a sterile planet, or to assume the responsibility of making it alive, accepting the risks and consequences of such power. Some scholars propose a middle way: the creation of terraforming oases in limited areas, using minor impacts and localized technologies such as climate domes, pressurized greenhouses, and self-sufficient biospheres to study small-scale effects before proceeding to global terraforming. Lastly, we must not forget that data collected from current and future missions, such as the Perseverance rover, the InSight lander, and orbital missions like MAVEN and ExoMars, are continuously enriching our knowledge of Martian geology, atmosphere, and subsurface, providing crucial information for designing any terraforming plan. Even the upcoming Mars Sample Return mission, which will bring Martian samples back to Earth, could reveal fundamental details about the composition of Martian ices and minerals, directly influencing the feasibility of an asteroid-based approach. Ultimately, terraforming Mars using asteroids represents one of humanity's most ambitious and visionary challenges ever conceived. A project of this magnitude would test not only our technological capabilities but also our ethical and philosophical vision of humanity's role in the universe. It is an idea that requires patience, global cooperation, and unwavering determination. Yet, if one day our descendants walk on a green Mars, with liquid lakes and a bluer sky, it will also be thanks to those devoted asteroids, transformed from cosmic threats into instruments of planetary rebirth.